Hi everyone. I trust your week has been encouraging to you and you've been able to take advantage of some of the new freedoms that we've been able to access in our society at the moment. A couple of things we want to update you in the life of Croydon Hills Baptist Church. First thing I want to say is thank you for so many people who have participated, both engaged physically, but also who have contributed financially and prayerfully to our 10 for 10 campaign with Sharing Hope. It's been an amazing success story and I'm sure you're going to hear more about it, but thank you so much for all who have contributed. The second thing I want to say is something that I suspect that you're all been kind of on edge and waiting for, and that's with the new openness that we have with regards to government restrictions. What does this mean for our in-person gatherings? So I'm excited to tell you that our first in-person gathering will be back not this Sunday, but next Sunday, November the 7th. So we'll be having in-person gatherings at our service, at our 10 a.m. service, English speaking, and also at 6 p.m. I also have to say that there are certain restrictions that will apply to those in-person gatherings. The first is this, is that we are limited in numbers at the moment. We are limited to about 150 on a Sunday. 40 of those will be children allowed for in our Real Kids program downstairs, because we can have a maximum of 107 upstairs in the auditorium. And we would love you to be a part of our in-person gathering upstairs in the auditorium. To do so, you need to qualify for the government's regulations around attending with regards to vaccination status or medical exemption. What that means, unfortunately, is if you are vaccine hesitant, uncertain, or you don't want to disclose your status, you will not be able to physically gather with us. But if you have been vaccinated or you have a medical exemption, we would invite you to be a part of our gatherings on a Sunday. To do so, we will again have to go back to our ticketing process. What that means is that you will see on our website or on the app a way where you can book a ticket for a Sunday service. In the booking of that ticket, you will need to declare that you actually have been vaccinated or have a medical exemption. We would love you to be a part of that service. Of course, the usual regulations and directives around whether you're unwell and that still apply. So we would ask you to take notice of those as well. Now on a Sunday, we will have a very small number of tickets available for people who are there on the day. We would ask that you don't use these if you are just being kind of a little bit lazy, if I can put it that way. These tickets are really available for people who aren't sure how to use the technology. So if you rock up on a Sunday and you're looking for a ticket on the day, there will only be a small amount of them. But what you will need to bring is proof of your vaccination status on a Sunday. Unfortunately, if you don't, you will not be able to join us. Now, I do want to say we recognise that this does feel very divisive. And it is a struggle for all of us. Let me tell you that not one of us from the pastoral team, from the leadership team, from the church, want to remove people from the life of the church. We would love for the church to be as open as we can at the moment, but we cannot do that. We have made these decisions about how we are going to move forward. So what does that mean for you in this state? Well, here's a couple of things I would suggest to you. We can gather at different people's homes. And so I would encourage you, rather than sort of share in an online stream service on a Sunday, why don't you ring up someone else who you know well and do a watch party together? Maybe share a meal afterwards so that we have some sense of connection, even if it is not with the wider body. The second thing I want to say is that we are planning a number of barbecues outside on weeknights over the next month or so. These will be open to all regardless of vaccination status. You will need to book a ticket because we are limited by numbers, but we would love you to come and join us at that time where we can connect, when we can support and encourage one another and build one another up in faith. I know this has been a rather long message and it is had a little bit of detail, but our hearts are really with you to say that we want to care and love for you and know for each one of you that there is a place where you can belong and be part of a church community. I look forward to seeing you in the very soon time frame. Hope to see you then, and God bless you.